Today we're at the world famous Knott's Berry Farm for the first ever time. So come and join us as we experience these rides for our first time. Let's go! Well, here we are, Knott's Berry Farm. We're in the park at last. We had a couple of issues getting in. Now we do have the Six Flags Cedar Fair All Park Passport Annual Pass, which entitles us to get into all legacy Cedar Fair parks and all Six Flags parks. However, on arrival, we were told by ticket admissions and then guest services that, oh, your passes are not valid. It's like, oh, right, okay. I've used them at like loads of Cedar Fair and Six Flags parks this year. Eventually, the manager sorted it out, and here we are. We're in the park. So I'm excited to finally start California coasting, or California coasting, if I can get my words out here on Your Experience Guide. There won't be a lot of vlogs. This is a very, very short trip, but Knott's and Six Flags Magic Mountain will feature the most. But for now, here we are, Knott's Berry Farm, and we're going to start the day, hopefully, on Accelerator. Let's go.
As the attendant at the entrance told you, you cannot have any there is no videotaping or still photography allowed on this.
Accelerator has been one of my bucket list coasters for a very, very, very long time. And even on the channel during lockdown, I said I really want to do it one day. Well, I've done it now several times, and I think we're going for a fourth lap. But before we do, what did you think, Mark?
I enjoyed it. I think I prefer the front to anywhere else. I think it's a real front row ride because you get the proper feel of the acceleration, the wind in your face, etc. And obviously going over the top hat with them little T-bars, fantastic to be doing that again. Then you're going over the top, and it's just a fun ride. It genuinely is. I'm glad that I've managed to ride it because unfortunately, obviously, they're a bit of a dying breed these days. The hydraulic launch. So I'm so glad that we've come out here in November to make sure that we get it. So I'm thrilled. It's a great ride.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, mate. It's one of those that we've talked about like on and off camera for a very long time, and it's so good that we've been able to do it. Front row, back row, middle rows, we even got a re-ride. It's just so good, so good. But I think you want to do some creds, don't you? Not just Accelerator.
We've got Coast Rider to ride, you know what I mean? Plus ones are just as important, if not more so, than re-rides.
You know what? I'll let you have that. If I can go on the big S&S tower, which is up there somewhere. I might have a lap on that first. Is that okay?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, all right then. Supreme Scream, presented by Toyota, was good, but you know what's going to be better? Dippin' Dots, if it opens. Dippin' Dots, mate.
Yeah, right, and a drink.
A drink, yeah. Sounds good. And then we'll do Coast Rider. So the good news is Mark got his Dippin' Dots. The bad news is he didn't get what he ordered. And from the same place, I tried to get a drinks wristband, which was priced at $19.99. I was charged $34. So then they had to get a manager to come and do a refund. And then when they did finally put it through for the right tier of wristband for drinks, they then told me that that was unavailable for today, so I got another refund. Yeah, not good. The park infrastructure is really nice. There's some really good rides to watch and to ride so far. The park setting's really nice, lots of palm trees, it just has a really nice feel about it, lots of music, just a real feel-good atmosphere. But when you come to sort of trying to get anything sorted with staff, whether it be in a shop, guest services, they just don't care. They're just extremely rude. They just do not care about the guest experience here. And it's leaving a bit of a negative feeling about this park so far, which is a real shame because, like I say, the actual infrastructure of the park is wonderful from what I've seen so far. Anyway, we're now going to do hang time, which is a Gerstlauer infinity coaster. I think it's an infinity coaster. If I've got that wrong, I'll correct myself on screen, but it looks really cool off-ride, so looking forward to this one. So there's some fantastic news here. We didn't have to queue for hang time, because if we had done, I'd have been devastated because it's not very good. Paul, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know, like, it's a strange one because there's elements on it that's really good.
Yeah.
The drop is decent, airtime at the end, decent, the rest of it didn't do anything. I expected like quite forceful, because like, you know, like when you come to the bottom of Swords Drop,
yeah,
it's quite forceful and all, like, you know, you look at like Novgorod, quite forceful in places, Karnan the same. That just didn't do anything. Like, I felt like I felt like I was on a Sunday drive somewhere, you know, you're just sauntering along, you're doing your steady 30 miles an hour and you're like, yeah, tomorrow we'll do it. That's how I felt like on the ride, and apart from them two spots, I just thought it was a bit dull. Maybe it'll be better later on when the lighting package, because it does, you know, look decent on photos, so we'll do it later on. It might improve the experience a little bit, but we'll see.
When you do go for that Sunday drive, look out for badgers. I've heard they can cause a bit of damage. Yeah, it's not very good hang time, I've got to be honest. I just found it really sort of dull. Just didn't do anything other than the first drop was cool, that was good. But obviously you get held at the top and then you get your hang time. The airtime moment was good, otherwise I thought it was just really, really boring. It just didn't do anything for me whatsoever. And also, in a shocking revelation, the staff were really rude on it. Now there's a surprise here at Knott's Berry Farm. You wouldn't get that anywhere else. Just in the cashier boxes, at guest services, but just about everywhere else you go in this bloody place. Rude everywhere. Anyway, hopefully we're going to do Ghost Rider soon, because that does look awesome, but I don't actually know where we're going next. We'll see when we get there. Almost as soon as I turned the camera off, we came to the next ride. It's going to be the Calico Mine Ride, which from the outside reminds me of the old gold mine at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so looking forward to this one.
Here, mine, folks. Remember, one stray spark and we'll all get blasted to kingdom come.
Calico Mine ride did give me some Blackpool Pleasure Beach gold mine vibes. What did you think, mate?
I enjoyed it. Good use of practical sets in there because you're going through the mine. Obviously, you're digging for gold, and then you see the stalactites and that. It was good. I genuinely enjoyed it. The only little gripe that I have with it, in places, the audio was a little bit clunky, or you couldn't quite hear that part of the storyline. So if they could just look at that and tweak it slightly, it'd be phenomenal.
I agree. Hopefully they don't turn it into a Wallace and Gromit ride, because it's just fantastic. Right, log flume time. You coming on?
No, mate.
All right, okay. Log flume.
Came around there with some intent, didn't it?
Timber Mountain log ride. Fantastic. Choo choo. It's one of the log flume rides I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. I would have loved to have done it at Halloween when it had the scare actors in there, but they don't do that anymore, even when it isn't Christmas time. So that is unfortunate and something I'll never get to experience, but there is some fantastic POVs out there on YouTube of it. It's fantastically themed log flume. It's something that you would have maybe found to the standard at Disney in like the 80s, 90s. The theming in there is incredible. It's got like a story the whole way through, a soundtrack, which in the soundtrack it's got like keep your hands and arms inside the boat at all times so it doesn't break the immersion. Really, really good ride. These last two rides we've done have been fantastic, and top shout out to the staff on both because they were really friendly. Want to make sure there's balance. When the staff are good, I'll say it, but that has been the first on those two rides, so that's really good. I believe now we're going to do Silver Bullet, which is a B&M invert, so let's see how this goes. So we took a ride on Silver Bullet. It was walk on. Someone wanted to go home. They should have gone home 10 minutes ago. I'll let Mark explain.
I have never known why a ride host starts shouting at the ride on panel to say she should have gone home 10 minutes ago. Like, as a guest, I'm not entirely sure that I needed to know that. And then still to continue it while she's checking the restraints to the other ride host. It's like, right, okay, you should have gone home 10 minutes ago. Get someone to give them a ring and sort it out. But overall, Silver Bullet, honestly, I really enjoyed that. Back row, so intense, real foot tingler. It went beyond being foot tingly on that helix at the end. Genuinely really enjoyed it. Probably one of my favourite B&Ms. I genuinely loved it. Happily for re-rides on it as well.
Let's hope the staff are still there. Yeah, it's all right. It's a bit of a foot tingler. It reminded me of Raptor at Cedar Point. I have done a lot of B&M inverts since I was a coaster enthusiast, so it's hard to place them all. It was okay. It did what it needed to do. Anyway, I should have gone home 10 minutes ago, so time to go and do something else. As Mark mentioned earlier, we are here for the creds. Jaguar is the next one. Family roller coaster. See how it is. For a family coaster, Jaguar was quite fun. It wasn't the typical sort of lift hill, corner, helix, finished. Went on forever. Next up is going to be Sierra Sidewinder, I think it's called, which is a Mack spinning coaster. And if I've got this right, it is actually what Storm Chaser at Poultons Park was cloned on. So, Sierra Sidewinder, it was a thing. It was alright, wasn't great, wasn't bad, it was just okay. But what I do want to talk about is a staff member on there called Mark. He was exceptional. His customer service skills were perfect. One of the best ride attendants I have seen in any theme park in 2025. Absolutely fantastic. Chatting away while we waited for the train to come back, asking about our glasses straps, making sure that everything was safe. Just, he could not do enough to make sure we were having a good day. And it is the complete opposite of what we have experienced in so many areas of this park. It's just crazy. It just wasn't expecting it after what we've seen so far. So maybe that might be a turning point of the day in terms of what we encounter with customer service, because it's just so different. But on to the next thing. I don't know what that's going to be, so I'll let you know when we get there. So next up, it's going to be Ghost Rider, one of the most anticipated roller coasters of this trip. So we've just taken a couple of rides on Ghost Rider. Believe the hype, it's bloody good.
Phenomenal, honestly. Like, it really is one of the best woodies I've ever been on. It is literally so good. It's like, it's got floor air time, it's got incredible laterals. You know what I mean? There's parts of it though, you like lose you. Yes, it does. Because it's like, oh, we're very slow, like must be P2 now at the end, and all of a sudden it just picks up this speed. It's like phenomenal. Really is a great coaster. Everyone should come here and ride it. It is fun. It really is phenomenal.
Absolutely agree. It's one of them where quite often the bigger wooden coasters are sometimes quite underwhelming. They're either really rough or they just don't do a lot with what they've got, kind of thing. But Ghost Rider is just, it goes and it goes and it goes and it keeps going, and it is an exceptional wooden coaster, one of the best in the world, 100%, one of the best in the world, no doubt about it. And I think if we had more time here, I think we'd just sit on it for like an hour. It is absolutely fantastic. So let's talk the next roller coaster, Pony Express, a launched roller coaster from Zamperla. Here it is. So that was a quick look at Pony Express. Now here's the rapids. So next up is going to be Knott's Berry Tales. So it's some sort of dart ride. Don't know if we can film in it, it's probably not. But yeah, let's see if it's any good. So our attempt to go on Knott's Berry Tales didn't go very well. We got to the front of the queue. Well, there wasn't much of a queue, it was like 5 minutes. But we got to the front of the queue, what was there, and unfortunately there was a technical issue. So we've had a bit of a wander around the park and we've made a unanimous decision that we need more rides on Accelerator. So that's where we're going next. So Accelerator, I've done about 5 or 6 rides on it today, and I'm really pleased about that. It's one that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and I'm really glad I've done it, and I think Mark's the same.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we've come out here and done it. Like I say, we don't know how long these are going to last forever, not going to last forever, so it's really good that, you know, the acceleration on it is phenomenal, and overall it's a great layout, especially at the front of traffic, definitely a front row ride. My only issue with it is like the loading procedure really isn't great, and it's like even with station wait, it's still taking like 15-20 minutes sometimes, and it's just, yeah, it's a bit slow, But that's the only criticism of it, is the fact that the loading of it is quite slow, but overall the ride is fantastic.
You're happy you've ticked it off?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like I say, you don't know how long they're going to last for, do you?
No.
So, and he's not one of the original ones, so it's good to come and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And One thing I've observed watching it is it's really cool how different it is from Stealth and Rita. If you ever watch those when you're at Towers or Fort, the brake fins go down in a sequence, whereas with Accelerator, because it's the original one, they just all go down together, and it's never been modified to be changed, whereas Stealth and Rita have got a kind of different design and more modern design, so it's quite cool observing and watching it. Like Mark says, operationally, not good. Like, even if there is just a couple of people in the air gates, say just one train's worth of people in front of you, you're gonna wait 15 minutes at least. That's not good, really not good. But otherwise, I am so glad I've got on it. Like, it's not going to be here for much longer. These rides, I mean, there was a point last year where we didn't think it was going to be open at all again. So to have got on it, it's just so good. Now, we're going to have a look at hang time in the dark, when it gets dark, because from what I've seen on photos and stuff, it looks incredible at night. So that's our next stop. Hang time looks incredible at night, it really does. It's just a shame it doesn't ride very well, but in terms of how it, like the lighting package, the music, the ambience of the area, it looks and sounds amazing. Next up and last up is going to be Ghost Rider in the dark. Now it is the last hour of the day, so we are going to try and maximise this hour now and get on it as many times as possible. We'll talk more about this in the outro, but I genuinely don't know how many more times I'll come to this park. So Ghost Rider in the dark is going to be done quite a lot of times if possible. So we'll see you after that. So we've come to the end of our day here at Knott's Berry Farm. Mark, what are you thinking?
Like, I've been thinking about this, but like, since obviously we've done them last rides on Ghost Rider, I'm really conflicted with today. Genuinely really conflicted. Ride hardware, fantastic. Ambience around the park with the music, the lighting, especially when it starts to go dark, fantastic. I just feel like it's been let down by operationally, with like how slow Accelerator is. Getting on other rides, it was painfully slow at times, and that's really taken the edge off what should have been, in theory, a very, very good day at a very, very good park. And as I say, I just feel let down by it, but overall, like, Ghost Rider is phenomenal. One of the best buddies I've ever been on. Accelerator, very, very good. It's just that little thing that's just taken the edge off it. I'm like thinking, based on that, would I want to come here when it's really busy? And the answer probably is no, because I don't think I'd like want to wait for Accelerator.
No.
You know, or like hand time, because like it was just dispatching it really slow, and or they was waiting for the other train to come back before it was loading the next one on it. It was just painful at times, and that's like taking the edge off it. If I was to come back, I'd want to come back sort of when it's been like today.
Yeah.
As a bit like, you know what, I'll come in, I'll do a few rides on Ghost Rider, do a few rides on Accelerator, and then I'll go home. But overall, like, well, it shouldn't be that. It should be like, and maybe this is my own expectation, expecting to be operationally run like Cedar Point,
yeah,
or any other like Cedar Fair park that I've been to, like, you know, where they're running up and down the train, and even though it's quiet, like, to get the trains out to give you that guest experience. And today we've just not had that, and I feel that's taken a shine real off the watch. I thought would be an amazing park.
What has been the best bits of it?
Ghost Rider,
yeah,
phenomenal. Like Ghost Rider, especially like towards the end of the day, in the, you know, in the dark and that, it's a great ride. And like you say, like around the park itself, like it's very well done. Like the theming and how they've incorporated it, all like the, you know, the Wild West theme into it. It is amazing. And then you go around to Accelerator, and it's just got that feel good vibe about it. And it's like, yeah, it's really nice and pleasant. Like I said, that for me is the highlights.
Yeah. I can't really like add a lot more to that, because he summed it up perfectly. There's been a lot of issues with sort of the attitude of the staff, especially at the start of the day. It's weird because as the day went on, the ride crews got a lot better. Like when we were doing those rides on Accelerator near the end of the day, it was a completely different crew, and they were all like really chatty and talking about like, oh, how far have you come to ride this coaster and stuff, and there was none of that in the morning. So the staffing situation did get better, but it's so hard to look past how the day started. Ticket issues getting in, staff didn't care. Then there was just various situations with staff members where they were just rude or they just did not care, and it's not what you would expect from, okay, it's a legacy Cedar Fair park, but we've done a lot of them, and you don't get that. If you go to Cedar Point, you just get friendly staff across the board. Usually, what, 95% of them are awesome. Same at Kings Island. I don't like Kings Island, but the staff are always great, so it's been really, really strange. I don't know why it's like that, but hopefully it's just a bit of a blip. In terms of the park, looks great, rides are great, music's great, infrastructure's great, so I'm so conflicted how I would rate this park. Based on the experiences from a customer point of view, I don't think I ever want to come back. I'm not sure I want to do it when it's busy. I'd really wanted to do Knott's Scary Farm before this visit. Now I'm like, I don't know if it'll handle crowds. So yeah, we're a little bit conflicted, so we'll leave it there. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give us a like, a little thumbs up below. Please comment, please subscribe. Many thanks for watching. See you next time.